So let's make a button. In this case, I've got a page that already has a button to play the movie. And you can see here it says on release or tap, it says the video EKG monitor is to play. In this case though, what I'd like to do is create a button that's going to stop the video. Well, first thing I need to do is group these. Command or Control G. If I don't, when I convert the items to a button, they both come in as individual buttons. Next, I can come over here and click the Convert to Button button. And I now have my button. The name of the button I'm going to change to Stop. And the same thing on Release or Tap. And I need an action for the button. When I click on the action menu, these are all the actions that I can use. The one that I'm going to choose is video. Now, this already has the video that's on the page selected. If I had several videos on the page, I'd have to choose which one. If I didn't have any videos, I wouldn't be able to apply this action. The video that I'm choosing is here. And the option is not going to be to play it, it's going to be to stop it. Now you can see here that I have all these other choices to pause, resume, play from a navigation point, or stop all the videos, which is only for SWF. I'm going to choose stop. And then what I'm going to do here is I want to have a little bit of dimension to the button. So what I'm going to do is come up and choose and add a drop shadow. Of course, everybody wants a drop shadow. So I'm going to make my drop shadow very, very light. And I'm going to click it down here and click it here and click OK. And I can see now I have this drop shadow on the button. Now what I want for this button is when somebody clicks on the button, the effect will be as if the button was pushed down. So in this case, I'm going to click for this state, the click state. Now remember, this is the action on clicking or releasing. This is the appearance when I click. And what I'm going to do now is simply change those drop shadow settings. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller and a little bit there. Click OK. And there's my button in its click state. So normal, click, normal, click. So let's see what happens when I export this page with these buttons. So here's my page in Acrobat with those two buttons. If I come over the play button, I get the little pointed finger. I can click. And now the video is playing. And if I come over here and click, the video stops. Play and stop. Stop is not the same as pause. If I had chosen pause, you'd still see the little EKG light. Well, here I am back in InDesign with a little tip about previewing buttons. You don't have to export if all you're previewing are some simple buttons. I've opened the SWF preview panel, and you can see here, this is a little preview of my page. Not only that, I actually have the interactivity in this preview. So if I click, I can play the video. I can also stop it. Now, if you remember, This preview isn't quite right. That wasn't the way I saw it in Acrobat, because this is an SWF preview. It was not made for PDF. If you find the panel a little too small to really work, well, you can just come over here and make the panel bigger so you can see exactly what you're doing.